I don't know. It's just that it just happened. We want to make different kind of films, and I know that I can't do that, and I don't want to do that.
It's a lady cop film.
Farah's film?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. I think it will be one of the biggest series coming in by next year.
There are 50% people within the film industry जो कि कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, but they have an opinion.
Now
and
it
they
is
feel-
80%. It's been a great journey. It's been a learning experience, even television for me. You need a producer, you need a corporate house to survive.
In an interview in 2014, you had said that you want to start a.
You have done a lot of research about me.
I think one has to. One has to. There's so much to.
Yeah.
In fact, there's so much that we can talk, but we don't have the time, maybe. So you said that you want to start a studio. So is Rohit Shetty Pictures the answer to that?
I don't know. It's just that it just happened. Yeah.
Right.
Just planning, making films, and we want to make different kind of films, and I know that I can't do that, and I don't want to do that. But where my production is concerned now, Rohit Shetty Pictures, we tend to make all kind of cinema, and that's the agenda of the production. Yeah.
You're producing this film by Farah Khan.
Yeah, Farah is directing a film for us.
So even she loves to make this big spectacle movies. So what is your role going to be like as a producer?
Just the producer. I want to see that Farah is happy while making the film, and whatever her requirements are, whatever her vision is, we are just to support that, nothing else as a producer. The rest, it will be a Farah Khan film.
All right. And when is it starting and what all do you think?
She's still writing it. It will take a little bit of time, but very soon, I think. Maybe by this year, and yeah, we should start.
So one of my friends from the media told me that apparently it's a lady cop film.
Farah's film?
Yeah.
No, 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 no. For sure, it's not that.
It's not a lady cop film. All right, so. Okay, and you're also venturing into the digital space with a web series.
Yeah. We are doing it. I'll be the showrunner, and my chief AD, he will be directing it. And we're still writing it, and it's taken a lot of time. Because for a 10-hour content, it's like making 4 films. If genuinely you want to make something big and spectacular, so it's been almost 2 years now. And when we started off, we didn't realize that it's going to take that much of a time because even we were new, and it's huge, it's big. I think it will be one of the biggest series coming in by next year. So we had to really work hard on it. And after a point, what happens, Faridoon, is like you work for your name. You work for your brand, and you want to see, and you have to see that nothing goes wrong or the quality doesn't suffer. So keeping that quality in mind, keeping the brand in mind, it has taken us so much time. I think by next year, January, we'll start shooting it. Yeah.
You've had your share of struggle, even when you made your first film. I believe there were people who came and they told you that maybe your picture chalegi nahi. How important has that rejection been in a way, that criticism has been in a way, in just making you what you've become?
It's really important, failures are also important.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but watching one of your interviews, you've said that there are 50% people within the film industry जो कि कुछ नहीं कर रहे हैं, but they have an opinion.
Now it is 80%.
It is 80%. They are not doing anything, but they have a very informed opinion.
They have an opinion. There are 80% of people. Like if you can count the directors, you can count the production houses, you can count the corporate houses, you can count the heroes and the actors and the actresses who are working actually, and maximum noise is happening or be done by people who are doing nothing for last 5 years, 10 years. They have done nothing, but they are the one who are shouting on top of their voice, and they are the one who they know everything, but they are not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, it's quite strange and funny, and a film should be made on them.
A film should be made on them?
Yeah.
All right.
So you can title Nothing to Do or Nothing to Lose.
I think another maybe series of Golmaal, I think.
Somebody can make a series out of it.
All right. I think you're also completing 10 years in television. You've done comedy, you've done Khatron Khiladi. You have the best TRPs. आजकल TRPs बहुत ही decimal में हो गई, लेकिन आपका जो है, I think recently 3.5 or something like that you received for.
We were on 3.5, 3.9. It did
Right.
really well, yeah.
So tell us about your experience as a TV show
I think
host.
television really helps you. When I started off, it was just 10 years ago when I started, when I was doing Comedy Circus. Gradually, I realized that television makes you a brand, because and it's like, it's a marriage of everything. The kind of films I make, which does really well on satellite, me coming on television, you have a face. Like as I said, I started with that. Like Rohit Shetty, people know the name, but now they have a face. That who he is, what kind of a person he is, and that helps you building up your brand. You know, television is very important, I think, for a director or for any actor for that matter. It's been a great journey. It's been a learning experience, even television for me, and it has helped me in building up my brand and my cinema also, I would say.
Definitely. Rohit, you love to design your action. That's something that you're very passionate about. Anyone who has seen you on the sets, you are very passionate about designing your action. Tell us about your that hunger within for you to just
I think
give it
I
something
think
else.
that's in my DNA.
Ji.
It comes from my father.
Right.
It's like a legacy being followed. And you said like I started 30 years ago, 29 years ago with Viruji also, you know, Viru Devganji. So I've been trained for action, I've been trained for direction, both.
Right.
And I think and I was like when I started, okay, if I don't become a director, I might become an action director. And I became both.
Right. So I think you are one of the very few directors who has never changed his release date. कि एक बार आपने announce कर दिया, then the movie has to come on that. The best example is Singham started in March, released in July, which I think is something phenomenal. How important is it for you to understand the valid demands of a producer?
It's very important because you need a producer, you need a corporate house to survive. You can't do it without them. That's been our schooling, I would say, you know. The credit goes to my bosses, Viruji or Kuku Kohli for that matter, that we always worked for the producer.
Right.
Like, because at the end of the day, you can make a great script, you may be a great director, you may be a great writer, you may be a great actor for that matter, but you need somebody to back you at the end of the day. It's very easy to say when a film doesn't do well or you have really spent a lot and the corporate house is in a loss or the producer is in a loss, and it's very easy to say that this was my vision. No, then you put your own money, damn, if it was your vision and your passion.
Right.
You are sitting happily in your house and somebody is answerable. That's not passion. That's cheating.